So there was a question on how I set up my cloak, and I said I was setting it up in a 300 style cloak, but I'll show the whole cloak system if you can call it that. It's not that complicated. It's a cloak. It's a cape actually. Okay. So the basic cape is it has a channel, and you can see it stitched in here that runs across the top. And so if we just kept this simple, this allows this to slide on the belt, right? So I can make it shorter, right? It's just a simple crossing point, and I just ran it across as a belt here. And this is the original setup that I had, just to keep it nice and simple here. And you can see how even here it wants to choke it, so you need something to pull it down. And so that was always a bit of an issue. But if I want to bring the cloak this way, you pull it in on the belt there, and then I can bring it and close it if I want to. And so the cloak is just a canvas tarp. It's been beeswaxed, and so it's mostly waterproof, not perfectly. Makes a good ground cloth. But then most of the time, since I don't need it, I can slide it back along that channel in the fabric, and it's back and out of the way. Of course, the problem is with a heavy cloak like this, because it's been beeswaxed, it now wants to ride back and choke you all the time. And so that wasn't comfortable. So taking inspiration from the movie 300, where you can see they have these chest pieces, I tried to do something like that. And so this was a sample, and I wanted, before I make it permanent, I wanted to get a test run on it. And so I'm just adding an extra belt to this to lengthen out this strap. Okay, and I'm just gonna make it super simple for this. So now this belt is gonna cross here, right? And it's gonna come around my back and comes out to the front here where it would cross. And then in an ideal world, these two would then join together. But now you can see that as this sits over the back here, right, the way, and this has to be tightened beyond where it is right now, right, to make it strap in a little bit tighter. But you can see where that cross happens. You can see, and now it's no longer on the throat because the crossing point is here, right? I can have all this weight back on the back as a cape. When I don't need it, keeps it out of my way. And then if I need to pull it in for a cloak, again, it can still roll down on the straps back to its center position. And then one thing I have to add on these is a central cloak clasp, just to help me pin these together, and I'll do that right here to put it together. So that's all there is to it, right? So just a really long strap. These are both probably 34 inches, 36 inches. Straps come together. I'm going to replace this whole thing with, now that I know that I like this system, I'm going to replace this whole thing with a single continuous belt that will come through and have one clasp point probably over here, right? And if I need to get out of this, it's not as simple, obviously, as just unhooking, but, right? And I'm out of the cloak. So it's not as simple as just an unclasp as a basic cloak would be, but it's a super simple system. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Again, it's just a crossing point in the middle of the chest. All right, as I bring it again, I put it on, crosses over, around, and I'm ready to go. And again, I can hold it here in the front. I can pull back here, and again, especially since most of the time I don't need it, I can slide it. And this is not sliding very easy because it's a braided belt, but it will be replaced with a single strap piece of leather, and so it's out of my way, and again, I won't have these big end straps on. This is just a test run to see what and how the cloak works. Hope that helped. See if that's of any interest to anybody.